Hey everyone, this is Justin with PumpPal, and today we're going to talk about how I use meditation in my fitness journey and how it helps me and the benefits of that. If you're interested in this kind of content and are starting your fitness journey or want more information of how other people handle your fitness journey, I do a lot of stuff that I do myself personally. Just go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. If you're on Facebook, just follow my page, and there'll be more content like this in the future. But let's then jump into it, right? So the first big benefit of meditation, in the fitness sense, is going to be uh, enhanced muscle recovery, right? When you meditate, you reduce stress levels and it reduces the amount of cortisol your body produces. Cortisol is a stress hormone. When you're stressed, your body produces this hormone, right? And there's a lot of evidence that supports the fact that if you have a high level of cortisol, your body cannot produce as much testosterone, which is good for lifting weights and building muscle. Your body will store fat on your abdominal muscles a lot more, which is the healthiest or the unhealthiest way to do this. Um, so any way you can reduce cortisol, you should do that. Any way you can reduce estrogen, you should do that. And I should probably look into, at least for a man. I mean, it's going to be normal to have high estrogen levels for a woman, but that's another way you can get down. There's ways to do that. I'm probably going to make another video. Let me know in the comments if you want answers on reducing your estrogen levels. Um, but yeah, reducing cortisol, great. Meditation. Meditation does this for you. Okay. It's going to increase your mental focus, and this is not only in the medical, or not the medical field. It's going to not only be in the fitness field, but in your life in general, right? If you have to focus in on something, it definitely helps. Block out random thoughts that come in your head. Everyone has it. Some have it worse, some have it less. And keep you focused on what you're doing. The whole idea behind it is keeping you in the present moment. And you'll find you'll be happier later, less stressful, less depressed. And this in turn makes you do things that you're supposed to do, right? So if you're happy and not depressed, you're more likely to go to the gym. You're more likely to eat the healthy foods you want to eat, which in turn will make you feel better and healthier and in general, more positive, right? Um, so that's another benefit. And then where that focus comes into play too, you have to focus a little bit to do heavy squats, you have to focus to do your bench press, make sure you're contracting the right muscles. So it all plays into your fitness, right? Or if you're on a run, right? That little voice that comes in your head to tell you to stop, even though you know you're not done yet. It's easier to put that voice away. Um, on your diet, right? If you're on a diet, right? If you have a time of the day that you normally say have that little voice pop in your head, oh, we should get some ice cream or we should eat some cookies or this is a snack time. You can easily just dismiss that voice, and that voice is no longer there, and you know what your goal is, and it's easier to process that data as not being what you really want, right? So your diet's gonna get better. Your workouts are gonna get better. You're gonna have better productivity. Um, Tons of reasons why to do it beyond fitness, but in fitness, those are great things. If you have a hard time resisting that little voice in your head to eat the pizza, meditation helps on that, right? So what meditation do I use when I am meditating, right? I generally do my meditation in the morning. I usually wake up around 6:30. 6:30, I will then have my coffee and read the news to get caught up on what's going on. And then after I'm done reading the news, normally around 7, I then do my meditation session. Generally, what I do is I set my timer on my phone, 15 minutes, and I just do the breathing exercises. I don't do that. I haven't explored the other meditation exercises, but I do the breathing exercises because that's the one that controls the part of the brain that gives you those thoughts, those random thoughts, and you're pretty much just working it out like you would a muscle, to train it to focus in on something. So you get comfortable. You can sit. You can stand. I go as far as in the cross-legged stance on my bed, and I will just focus on my breath. I You breathe in, you can feel it going through your nose, you can feel it going into your lungs. Take a deep breath, exhale it through your nose. Um, and you're really just trying to focus on your breath. And you're gonna have thoughts. Everyone has thoughts. The idea is eventually you reduce those thoughts, random thoughts, and keeps you in the present moment, right? So whenever you get one, like, I gotta get this presentation done, um, accept it. You had the random thought, and I almost imagine myself grabbing that thought and just pushing it out of my head, right? And that's the goal. Eventually, you're getting the goal to you can go for that 15 minutes where you're just focusing on the breath, and you're going to be shocked. Even if you do have a bunch of random thoughts, when it when that timer goes off, it's like bam, and then you're going to be like a thing of clarity, like you don't you never had before. And it's always a good feeling. But definitely, these are all the reasons why meditation is great for your fitness journey because one, reduces cortisol, and that makes about abdominal fat, reduces testosterone levels. You then have the benefit of focus, which can help in turn make sure you're performing not only in the gym better, you're performing at whatever you're working on, um, in life in general. It improves your mood, you're less stressed, you're happier, more likely to do the things you want to do, including workout and eating correctly, which in turn makes you feel better because you're eating healthy foods and reduce stress, right? Um, what did I cover already? Uh, but yeah, you get the drift here, right? So, oh yeah, and dieting, you have less chances to where your random thoughts tell you to eat something you know you don't want to eat. And you can get rid of those intrusive thoughts. That's what they are. They're intrusive thoughts. And meditation helps you stop having intrusive thoughts. Me personally, I'm going to try to work this up to 3 times a day. I've been doing it in the morning. Um, I'm going to do it in the afternoon, and I'm also going to do it before I go to sleep. Um, just because it trains your brain and like I love that clarity afterwards, it's really good. And I feel like it's definitely something you should continue doing. If you're not doing it, you should add it to your regimen or whatever your schedule is. And you're going to see a difference, and you're going to be much more focused, and you're going to get more done. You're going to do what you said you're going to do more often, and be generally a happier person, right? And that's about what I wanted to cover and how I use meditation in my fitness journey. Take it as you will, use it, lose it. The hardest part is getting started. Figure out what time of the day you're going to do this. Um, if you said you're going to do it, just do it, and you're going to notice a difference. Otherwise, if you guys want to leave a comment, if you're currently meditating in your fitness journey, or if you plan to start meditating in your fitness journey, please add that to the comments below. Otherwise, I will be out of here and get back to work. You all have a good day. Bye now.